Ricky's more conclusive and serious hamstring injury and is going to be ruled out for 4 months. Yeah, so. Yeah, so obviously it's never a good scoreline that you want to be on the end of. I think that the reality, as simple as it sounds, for United's goals, you'll see that 2 shots from outside the box, and I'm sure there's plenty to talk about in terms of the quality around that. But we've got to look at ourselves and see that we didn't get enough pressure on the ball for the shots. We didn't get enough pressure on the ball for the cross and the first contact for the second goal. The first and third goal, albeit a little bit longer, as the phase of play started from our corner. So really, at the other end of the pitch, for as much as the good positions we got in, we never really looked like the threat that we're capable of. So that's where the scoreline was, and we have to accept that we fell short in and around both boxes of creating, scoring, and obviously trying to stop the opponent. I'd felt the game was largely, in general play, fairly even. It never felt like one team was really on the ascendancy and was peppering a goal and things like that. We had some good phases and some good spells in the game. There's no doubt about that. And I'm looking at some of the players and thinking they've played well today. But there was moments where, as a team, around both boxes, we've not been what we want to be in terms of stopping the goals and obviously scoring them as well.
I know you've been asking in the past about this, but all 3 goals came down. Your right hand side as well. Is that an area of concern for you now?
Well, I'll have to look at the ins and outs of the goals in more detail. I think you look at the game in isolation, but we've also got to look at bigger picture stuff as well. So whether there's a correlation of personnel for them 2 things, I don't know. But something we'll definitely have to look at. But regardless of right, left hand side, middle, we've not got up to the ball when they've been in and around our box and have allowed them to show the quality that they have. And once again, we leave here thinking that there was so much more we could have done in the game. So in terms of the game, did it feel like a 3-0 loss? No, but it was because of we didn't show enough at both ends of the pitch.
Steve, you mentioned
hey, George.
You've scored in every game in the Premier League game up to now, but as you say, you didn't have that
threat. Yeah, I agree.
You only had 1 shot in the
Yeah.
Can you put your finger on why that was?
Well, and I think, like I said, that's a frustration, Jordan, because we were in more than enough positions today to really cause a threat, whether it be in wide areas, whether it be through middle areas, whether it was 1v1s, whether it was combinations, passes and behind shooting. We just haven't done that next bit and turn it into chances and ultimately then goals. So it was a team thing. There's no doubt about that. And it's frustrating because, as you said, we've had at least one, and often in other games, a lot more moments where we have created chances and do look like we're going to score a goal. So it was frustrating that we didn't hit them levels today.
Was Jamie's absence a reason behind that? Because he is.
Well, it will always be, yeah, because he comes alive in the box and he's it can be as good as it gets really in terms of sniffing out a chance and we actually did get in and around United's box a lot more than we have done other games, and that'll be a frustrating for him watching it, but it's about the guys who played today, obviously, and like I said, there was more than enough opportunities to cause damage today, but for whatever reason, and obviously we will look at it, for whatever reason we didn't turn good positions, good opportunities into productive moments.
That's about Jamie and Ricardo.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie's Vardy's a bit inconclusive. He picked up quite a nasty knock to his back last week, and he has given him every opportunity, but just didn't manage to shake it off. Even though we're still a week away. So we'll have to see how that goes. It's still sort of, like I said, trying to work out exactly what it is. Yeah, Ricky's more conclusive and serious hamstring injury and is going to be ruled out for 4 months. Yeah, so that's a blow, especially for him. And we have to support them both now on the recovery. But Ricky will obviously be a lot longer than Jamie.
And that's one, if you wouldn't mind, there were a few boos from the Leicester fans at full-time whistle. What can you say to those fans to convince them that you're on the right track and you make progress?
Yeah, well, yeah. Listen, I'll accept that. That's it's a 3-0 defeat, and you're not going to get cheered off. In any, whether you're here at Old Trafford or anywhere else. So, like I've said to you before, I have no problem with any fans' reaction, good or bad, because they're entitled to do that, especially with 3 away games and the money that they spend and the commitment. I have a lot of respect for that. Regardless of what they may feel, I will always respect. A commitment of a football supporter. So no, I, like everything else, I'll accept any situation and be motivated to help it to feel better and to get better and keep going with what we believe in. Like I said, we've got the international break now to work with the players that are with us. But to do some extra work off the pitch in terms of reviewing, taking stock, planning, and getting ready for when we recommence. But there won't be any. There might be some let off in terms of getting ready for games because there is no game next week. But there won't be any days off for the staff and sort of working towards getting going again in a couple of weeks. Okay, thank you. Safe journey.